Hello. The context of this video is very serious, so I will refrain from making jokes. Arnold Castillo, aka Jadon Shedletsky, was a Roblox game developer. The name Shedletsky comes from one of Roblox founding fathers, John Shedletsky. He would go on to suddenly disappear from the Roblox community, and it would later be found out that he was facing a possibility of serving 2 life sentences and $500,000 in fines. Arnold would go on to create a rip-off Sonic game called Sonic Simulator or Sonic Eclipse. His game quickly receives traction, gaining millions of visits in a short amount of time. This burst in popularity quickly grew a community, and this is where things took a turn for the worse. Arnold was very inappropriate when talking to his community. Need I remind you that he is a Roblox game developer, so majority of his community were kids. Anyways, he then proceeded to make a video called Responding to the Documented Allegations, where he admits to what he's been accused of and writes them off as jokes.
It was pretty common knowledge that these jokes were being made in my community. Maybe not to the extent it actually occurred, but definitely known. So far as to the point where I was known as the old man with kids in his basement.
He then goes on to get his friends to claim that he is not a pedophile.
Because he knows not to step over the fine line of joking around. Certain people want to see Jadon fall, and he won't fall to false accusations. I'm not excusing what he said, but it was never meant to be handled seriously.
I've had these things happen to me in the past, as I've spoken to him in that way when I was younger. I tried forcing explicit content out of him, guilt-tripping him a lot of the time, and making him feel bad. However, he never took advantage of my young age at 12. I was 12 at the time.
He then goes on to blame a 12-year-old he was involved with called Red.
With Red. I agree. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I definitely don't feel right for doing that to her. However, let me make this clear. I did not start her out on this behavior. I did not groom her into doing it. By the time we were making these jokes, she had already been doing it with several people.
In May of 2022, Arnold Castillo had gone dark. There was speculation around the Roblox community as to what happened to him. Many thought that he killed himself. Some thought he was just taking a break from the internet. But lo and behold, the truth about the situation came out, and he was arrested by the FBI. He bribed an Uber driver $1,000 to drive a 15-year-old girl 11,000 kilometers across state lines to meet up with him. Her mother, scared about her daughter's safety and whereabouts, called the police, and 2 days later, a search began. Her mother knew about Arnold, but only by his fake alias, Jacob Shedletsky, as he would send Amazon packages to their house filled with thousands of dollars worth of electronic goods. On May 11th, the FBI surveyed his house and seen him with the missing child. That's when they made their move, and Arnold was arrested shortly afterwards.
We are following some breaking news tonight at 6 o'clock. 22-year-old Arnold Castillo of New Jersey is facing federal charges. The reason we're covering this story, he was in court today for allegedly ordering an Uber to pick up a girl here in central Indiana and taking her to his home. Court documents say Castillo used social media to communicate with this girl and groom her with gifts. Last May, investigators found that girl at his home in New Jersey. If convicted, Castillo faces up to life in prison.
He has an upcoming trial on the 7th of November this year. We will have to wait and see Arnold's fate when that day arrives.